Begging may seem more lucrative than working, but working is still more certain than begging. Welcome to Sign 219 of section 27. Sorry, welcome to Sign 219 of section 27 of chapter 2 of the Holy Quran. Namshi. Like I said before, God knows the pertinent questions that linger in our minds, or the doubts that are in our mind. Let's go. يسألونك عن الخمر والميسر يسألونك عن الخمر والميسر. They ask thee, Muhammad, concerning wine, hamr, and gambling, maisri. When we say wine, wine is all used. Today it is alcohol, pure and simple. So if I have to interpret it in my own words, they will ask thee concerning alcohol and gambling. Kul fihima ithmun kabirun. Kul fihima ithmun kabirun. In them, the two of them, is a great sin. Ithmun, sin, kabirun, great. In the two, fihima, kul fihima, ithmun kabirun. In them is great sin. Wa manafi linnas. And some profit for men. So there may be profit in gambling and alcohol for men. They may be. Wa manafi linnas for men. Wa itmuhima akbar min nafihima. Wa itmuhima akbar min nafihima. But the sin is greater than the profit. Yes. There might be some profit in alcohol. It is used in making medicines. Simple as the profit. But gambling, no good bad chow. So God is telling us, but the sin is greater than the profit in both alcohol and gambling. فيهما نفع إثم كبير من نفسهما ويسألونك ماذا ينفقون. يسألون ماذا ينفقون. I think this is a repeat. They will ask you of how to spend of their wealth. They ask thee how much they are to spend. Maza, how much they are to spend. They ask thee how much they are to spend. Kul afwa, kul al afwa, kul al afwa. Sorry, I've read this before. It's in this very video of mine. Kul al afwa. Say what is beyond your needs. What is beyond your needs? You spend what is beyond your needs. You have 2 bags of plantain for your family. I know the 2 bags of plantain will go rotten within a week if you don't spend it. Use your mind to give some out to your neighbor, so that he will spend it fresh. Don't wait until they are rotten before you give it out. What is beyond your need? Al-afwa. Kazalika yubayyinu Allahu lakum al-ayati la'allakum tattafakkarun. Kazalika yubayyinu Allahu lakum. Thus doeth God make clear to you al-ayatin, his his signs. Hmm? Al-ayat, his signs. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَفَكَّرُونَ, in order that you may consider. So the word of God is always about consider, in order that you may consider or reflect. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَفَكَّرُونَ, so that you may consider. We did it before, تَتَفَكَّرُونَ. Hmm? Uh, there are three signs to it: 240, 241, and 242. 240 is on wine, 241 is on gambling, 243 is what to spend of your wealth. Mm. So let's go to wine, gambling, 240. Wine, hamre, wine, hamre. Hamre is in italics. Both, wine, colon, hamre, semicolon. Literally understood to mean the fermented juice of the grape, applied by analogy to all fermented liquor. Yes, to all fermented liquor. Mm. And by further analogy to any intoxicating liquor or drug, of course, alcohol, anything that will make you lose your mind, mm, or drug. You get drunk and say, where is my wife? I came home. I didn't see my wife. Huh? Where are you? Mama, where are you? You've lost your mind. Huh? Oh, Jennifer, where are you? Huh? Where will you put the children? No, you've lost your mind. No good, bad child. Hmm? So anything that is intoxicating is in the group of alhamre, hmm? Liquor or drug. There may possibly, there may possibly be some benefit in it, but the harm is greater than the benefit, especially if we look at it from a social as well as an individual point of view. Now we go to gambling, maisre, 241, gambling, maisre, both spelled here in italics. Then again, column for gambling, maisre, semicolon. Literally, a means of getting something too easily. Yes, too easily. I think it rhymes with my saying here that begging may be lucrative, mm, but working is more certain. Mm. So here the saying seems to be in match with what we are reading. That's coincidence anyway. Literally, a means of getting something too easily, getting a profit without working, getting a profit without working for it. You just sit down, zap, and then profit come, money come, and you smiling, and you know, okay, you won't think of anything else. It's better to work, come, rest, get up, and think of God, think of nature in general. Mhm. Okay. Getting a profit without working for it, hence gambling, yes. The form most familiar to the Arabs was gambling by casting lots by means of arrows. We've done it in this in my video, by means of arrows on the principle of a lottery, colon. The arrows were marked and served the same purpose as a modern lottery ticket. So lottery didn't start today. Lottery didn't start today. It started long, long, long time before the time of Muhammad. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Mm? Modern lottery ticket, simple. Sometimes, ex- some no, something, e.g., the carcass of a slaughtered animal was divided into equal parts. Full stop. The marked arrows were drawn from a bag. Full stop. Some were blank, and those who drew them got nothing. Hmm? Those who drew the blank arrows got nothing. Others indicated prices. Hmm? Maybe 2 dinar, thousand dinar, whatnot. Others indicated prices, or they say the flank of the animal, the back of the animal, the tail, whatnot. Some indicated prices which were big or small. Whether you got a big share or a small share or nothing depended on pure luck. Full stop. The principle on which the objection is based is colon, is then column that, comma, you gain what you have not earned. So the principle is you gain what you have not earned. You haven't worked for it, but you just gain it. And that is not recommended by God. You have to work for it. You gain what you have not earned. Or lose on a mere chance. Full stop. Dice and wagering are rightly held to be within the definition of gambling. So casting die, casting die, one, two, three, six, up to six. And so dice or wagering, wagering is spelled Wagerig. Dice or wagering are rightly held to be within the definition of gambling. Full stop. We go to 242, which is against spending what is beyond our need. Al afwa, let me see, yeah, correct, read it rightly because I can go mad. Yes, alunica, where is it? Kul al afwa, yes, kul al afwa, kul al afwa. That is 243. 243. Huh? No, 242 rather, 243. 242 against 242 against beyond your needs. Afwa. 242. Hoarding is no use either to ourselves or to anyone else. Like the two bags of plantain I mentioned. You know you can't finish it with your family. You just hoard it, keep it there, and let it spoil for nothing. And thinking that you are righteous. Hmm? Okay. When your neighbors are suffering, when your neighbors need them urgently. Hoarding is no use either to ourselves or to anyone else. Full stop. We should use the wealth we need. Any superfluities, any superfluities we must spend in good works or in charity. Full stop. And that is note 242, third note to sign 219. Let's go to 220. في الدنيا وفي الآخرة ويسألونك عن اليتامى في الدنيا والآخرة يسألونك عن يتامى orphans. Their burdens is in inverted commas. Their burdens is in in brackets. Their burdens is in brackets. On this life and the hereafter, they ask. Without the bracket, it reads, on this life and the hereafter, they ask thee concerning orphans. And yatama, they ask thee concerning orphans. And yatama. Kul islahu lahum khayrun. Kul islahu lahum khayrun. Say, the best thing to do is what is for their good. The best thing to do is what is for their good. Kul islahu lahum. The best thing to do for them is what is best for their is what is for their good. Yes, that the best thing to do is anything that is for their good. Kul islahu lahum hayrun. وإن وإن تها وإن تهالتوهم وإن تهالتوهم فإخواتهم وإن تخالطوهم فإخوانهم your brethren إخوانهم if ye mix their affairs with yours وإن تخالفوهم وإن تخالطوهم if ye mix their affairs with yours, they are your brethren. They are your brethren. Mm? Uh, فإخوانكم فإخوانكم they are your brethren. So don't mix the wealth of orphans to yours and just spend it anyhow. Separate it for them. They are your brethren and keep it for them for the future when they grow up. Mm? They are your brethren. فإخوانكم. Mm? Mhm. والله يعلم المفسد والله يعلم المفسد من المصلح والله يعلم المفسد من المصلح. Mm? But God knows the man who means mischief, mufsida, from the man who means good, muslihi, good, muslihi. Mm? And mischief, mufsida. Mhm. Uh, uh, ولو شاء الله لأعنتكم ولو شاء الله وأعنتكم. That's it. ولو شاء الله. No. Yes. لأعنتكم ولو شاء الله لأعنتكم. Mm? لأعنتكم. That's it. Mm? Uh, And if God had wished, He could have put you into difficulties. You see the Arabic, very simple. Where is it here? Natakum. He would have put you into difficulties if He so wished. That's God. Inna Allah Azizun Hakim. He is indeed exalted in power, wise. No, it's because of His power and wisdom. It's because of His wisdom that He doesn't put you in difficulty. Mm. And so keep the property that belongs to orphans safely for them and do good. Muslihu. Mm? Muslik, and do good. Mm? Inna Allah Azizun Hakim. He is indeed exalted in power, wise. Two commentaries, 244 and 245. 244 concerns orphans. 244 commentary 244. For orphans, the best rule is to keep their property, household, and accounts separate. Don't mix it with your accounts. You are opening bank account. If you have your own bank account, keep the bank account of the orphan separately. Don't go and add it to your $1,000,000 and say that you have $3 million. No. So later on you can separate it and all. Put it separately for them. And God knows everything. Yalam. Wallahu yalam kulli shay'in. Mm. Uh, Separate, lest there should be any temptation to get a personal advantage to their guardian by mixing them with the guardian's property, household or accounts, dash, also to keep clear of any ideas of marriage, any odd years of marriage, comma, where this where this fiducious where this fiduciary related where this fiduciary relation exists, where this fiduciary relation exists. Fiduciary is spelled Fiduciary. Fiduciary. Related exists. Then we are referred to Quran 7. Quran, or is it 6? I've already mixed Martin. I think that's 6 and arm 152. We are being referred there. After fiduciary relation exists, full stop. We now go to Quran VI 152. So Quran VI 152 may possibly suggest complete separation. Do we go there? VI 152. Oh, it's far away. We haven't gotten there, but let's see. VI 152. I consider VI to be 8 rather, not 7. 8 rather, VI chapter 8. And that is Anfalo, property. Then let's go to 152 and see what is there. 152, Anfalo. Or Anfalo. 152. Anfalo. No, no, that Anfalo is rather 8. Let's go to VI. VI. Could it be 6? Pardon me, viewers. VI may be 6 rather. And let's see. VI. VI. No, I mixed up. Pardon me, viewers. So we can find out later. Sometimes my memory fails me. So there will be, we are, let's see, 244. We are 244. Quran VI 152. Please check it later. Pardon me. May possibly suggest complete separation. Full stop. But it may be an economy and an advantage to the orphan to have his property and accounts administered with the guardian's property. But it may be an economy or an advantage to the orphan to have his property and accounts administered with the guardian's property and accounts, and to have him live in the guardian's household or to marry into the guardian's family, especially where the orphan's property is small and he or she has no other friend. So this is a very holy statement. In other words, if you are mixing the property of the guardian of the orphan with yours, it must be for a good purpose. If you have $1,000 and the guardian has only 50 cents, or let's say $10, there's no you might not need to put his account separate. Add it to your $1,000 so he can benefit from it later. So if you are mixing the orphan's property with your own property, it must be for the orphan's own good. You have more property than him, far, far more, and he has a small property. You can mix it with yours. He can even marry from your family to get more property. Oh, the word of God is so sweet. Let me use the word sweet. The guardian's property. or marry into the guardian's family, comma, especially where the orphan's property is small and he or she has no friend. Yes, full stop. That's where we stopped. Mm. The test is, so the test is fit nothing. The test is, what is best in the orphan's interests? That's a question. So whatever is best in the orphan's interest, you do. Don't mix it with yours if his accounts are higher than yours. If it's small and you want him to benefit more, you can mix it into your accounts, depending, or both depending on the interest of the orphan. Mm. What is best in the orphan's interest? Mm. So the test is, what is best in the orphan's interest? Question. If the guardian does fall into temptation, even if human law does not detect him, he is told he is sinning in God's sight, and that should keep him straight. But does human being care about God's sight? He thinks human beings don't know, and so God also doesn't know. And then he does whatever he likes, pardon me. And so he does whatever he likes. Hmm? Uh, uh, Sinning in Allah's sight, in God's sight, and that should keep him straight. Yes, that's sign. That's note 244. Note 244 to sign 220. Let's go to note 245. 245 is against God is powerful, wise, Azizun, Hakim. The idea in Islam is not to make God's law a burdensome fetter. Burdensome fetter. Fetter is Fetter. So let me repeat it. The idea in Islam is not to make God's law a burdensome fetter, but to ease a man's path in all kinds of difficult situations by putting him on his honor and trusting him. Full stop. The strictest probity is demanded of him, of man. I mean, of man. The the strictest probity is demanded of him, but if he falls short of it, he is told that he cannot escape God's punishment, even though he may evade human punishment. Mm. So when they say him is man, mm, to evade human punishment. Then we have 25A. 25 is against. No. No. 245, we finish with it. 25A is a note to the next sign. Let's see if we can go there. 2, 221. Wala yankuhu al-mushrikati. Wala, wala tanhiku, wala tankihu al-mushrikati. Hata yomina. Do not marry unbelieving. Do not marry unbelieving woman until they believe. Hata yomina. La tankihu. Do not marry al-mushrikina, unbelieving women. Hata, until they believe. Hata yomina. Uh, what is it? Uh, wala amatun mu'minatun khairun min al-murshikatin. Wala ammatun mu'minatun khairun min al-mushrikatin. A slave woman, ummatun, A slave woman who believes mu'minatun, a slave woman who believes ummatun mu'minatun khairun min al mushrikatin. A slave woman who believes is better than an unbelieving woman, mushrikatun. Hmm? Uh, مشركا ولو جب ولو جب جبتكم ولو جبتكم ولو جبتكم. Uh, so let's go to the beginning. Let's go backwards a bit. A slave woman who believes is better than an unbelieving woman, even though she allure you. Even if an unbelieving woman allure you, don't mind her. It's better to marry a slave woman who is humble, who doesn't seem to be of any value. So this is a good lesson for us. Don't look at a beautiful woman in the world and just go to them. Test their belief first, and you can marry a lesser beautiful woman. The Quran is telling us the lesser alluring woman who believes is better than the most attractive woman who does not believe in God. Simple, pure and simple. Mm. Uh, mushrik, mush, uh, mushrikina, hata yumin, hata yumin. Wala, wala tunkihu al mushrikina, hata yumin. Until they don't marry unbelieving men, until they believe. Wala abdun mu'min hayrun min al mushrikin. Wala abdun mu'min hayrun min al mushrikin. I think it's the same thing, put in another way. Uh, no, marry your girls to unbelievers until they believe. Mm. Uh, Walau ajabkum, walau ajabt, walau ajabat, walau ajabatkum. Mm. Wala tankihu al-mushrikina hata yu'minu. Hata yu'minu. Uh, what is it? No marry, into brackets, your girls. Mm, no marry the unbelievers. Eh? Uh, the unbelievers here is mushrikina, but it means your girls, into brackets, your girls. No marry your girls to unbelievers until they believe. Wala tankihu al mushrikina hatta yuminu. Mm. Wala abdun mu'minun hayrun min al mushrikin. Mm. A man who believes is better than an unbeliever. A man who believes is better than an unbeliever. Uh, who believes in God is better than an unbeliever. Uh, Wala abdun mu'minu khairun min al mushrikin. Walau jabakum. Walau jabakum. Walau jabatum kum. That's when it comes to man, it is jabakum. But when it comes to woman, it is jabat kum. Jabat kum. Jabat kum. But for man, jabakum. So, uh, a man a man slave who believes is better than an unbeliever, uh, even though he allures you. So we finish with the female side. We are now come to the male side. A female woman who is a slave but believes is better than an unbelieving woman who doesn't believe, no matter how beautiful she is. Here too we come to the man. A believing slave man is more suitable is preferred than a man who does not believe, no matter how handsome he is, how wealthy he is. Yes, uh, though he allure you, full stop. Wallow jab, jabakum, wallow jabakum. Ulaika yad'una ila nar. Ulaika yad'una ala nari. Mm. Even though unbelievers do, but beckon you to the fire. Unbelievers do beckon you, do unbelievers do beckon you to the fire. The word but is in brackets. So if we commot it, we use Nigerian English. If we commot it, it reads, unbelievers do beckon you to the fire. Mm. That is with their attractiveness, with their beauty, with their handsomeness. They are only attracting you to the fire. So don't marry anybody, man or woman, who does not believe. Mm. Go and marry somebody who is less beautiful but believes in God. Mm. God will make you see the beauty after marriage. Mm. That's what this means. They beckon you to the fire. يدعونكم إلى النار. يدعون إلى النار. والله يدعو إلى جنته. They beckon you to the fire, but God beckons by His grace to the garden of bliss. Of bliss is in brackets. So while the unbelieving partner calls you to the fire, beckons you to the fire, God rather beckons you to His garden, to the garden of bliss, in Jannatin. Uh, والمغفرة بإذنه, to the garden and forgiveness, to the garden of bliss and forgiveness. ومغفرة, where is it? Yes, ومغفرة بإذنه, mm, uh, and forgiveness, and makes His signs clear to mankind. بإذنه ويبين آياته للناس ويبين آياته للناس, and makes His signs clear to mankind للناس لعلهم يتذكرون لعلكم sorry لعلهم يتذكرون, so they may whom, لعلهم, so they may whom, لعلهم يتذكرون, that they may receive admonition. And that is sign 221, the last sign to section 27. Let's go to the notes now. And it's notes 25A, 25-A, and again 25-A. I don't know what that means. Anyway, it's 25-A. 25 dash. We did 255. We did 25A. Now we are going to 25 245. We did 245. 245 was to sign 220. Now 245. 245 was to sign 220. Now 245A is to sign 221. So let's go to 245A. And what is it's simple. Literally pagan. So when I say somebody who doesn't believe, literally pagans. So pagan, who doesn't, a woman pagan and a man pagan. That's what the verse refers to. Yes, the 25 is, the A's begin because one for women and one for men. 25A for women, 25A for men. Now let's go to note 256 from note 25A. And note 256 is concerning the word allure. Hmm? How, no matter how much alluring the unbeliever is or the pagan is. Hmm? 256. Marriage is the most intimate communion, and the mystery of sex finds its highest fulfillment within the intimate spiritual harmony is combined with a physical link. Full stop. As religion is a real influence in life to both parties or to other party, a difference in this vital matter must affect the lives of both more profoundly than differences of birth, race, language, or position in life. I love that. So when two people come together, man and woman, it's a very special bondage, more special than uh, differences in birth or race or language, mm, or position in life. It is therefore only right that the parties to be married should have the same spiritual outlook. Very important. Otherwise, there will be chaos. You are a believer, your partner is an unbeliever. It's no match at all. It's no match. There will always be wrangling, fighting. mm, Because what you believe in, she doesn't believe in. Or what you believe in, he doesn't believe in. Mm. Spiritual outlook. The same. Be married should have the same spiritual outlook. Full stop. Full stop. If two persons love each other, their outlook in the highest things of life must be the same. Mm. When you are thinking right, she has to think right with you because of your belief. You are supporting a certain cause. She has to support that cause because of your belief or because of your common belief. Mm. Things in life must be the same. If two if two persons love each other, their outlook in the highest things of life must be the same. Full stop. Note that religion is not here a mere label or a matter of custom or birth. And that's the mistake we make. Mm. You go to our Zongos, people believe that they are born into Islam and therefore they can behave anyhow, and they get themselves into trouble. You go to police stations, courts, prisons, and they're full of Muslim names. Mm. This commentary is telling us, or this comment is telling us, note that religion is not here a mere label or a matter of custom or birth. Full stop. The two persons may have been born in different religions, but if by their mutual influence they come to see the truth in the same way, they must openly accept their same rights. Right is rights. They must accept the same rights and the same social brotherhood. Full stop. Otherwise, the position will become impossible individually and socially. Individually and socially. And that is note 246 to sign 221, which happens to be the last sign of section 27. We shall halt here. When we come back in our next section, we shall start with sign 228, and that will be section 28. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Au revoir. May God be with you all.